It's now 5 weeks since the 13-year-old schoolgirl known as Bung went missing in Melbourne's Outer East. Police believe she's been abducted and possibly murdered, but have no idea by whom. So how can a Year 7 student walking just a few blocks to school vanish without a trace?
Normal 13-year-old girl from a loving and stable family life, and she's gone missing from the street.
Probably a parent's worst nightmare, isn't it?
At the foothills of the Dandenong Ranges, Boronia is an average suburb in Melbourne's Outer East. It's where the family of Bung Siriboon, nicknamed Bung, made home 4 years ago after moving from Thailand.
The oldest one, she was excited to live in another country. The youngest one was excited but a bit scared as well.
Bung Siriboon attended the nearby Boronia Primary School.
This was her first year in high school at Boronia Heights.
The 13-year-old mostly kept close to home.
If she didn't know someone, she would sort of be quiet and sit back.
Yeah.
But once she became your friend, she was the character. We always told her, and she always knew, if we went out at any time, lock the door, don't answer the door to anyone, don't get into strange cars.
Every school day at about 8 a.m, the Year 7 student would walk for 10 minutes to Boronia Heights College, across a busy road and then into quieter streets until she reached the back of the school. But on the 2nd of June, Bung Siriboon didn't turn up to class.
Bung had 100% attendance. Our procedure was not to call home if a child was away for the first day, a child who wasn't being monitored.
The homicide squad became involved that day.
The fact is we don't know what happened to Bung. We can assume she may have been abducted. We have had no information with regard to sightings of Bung that we can verify since she left home that day.
In the week the 13-year-old vanished, local police and SES searched nearby forest and reserves. Police door-knocked homes. They then went public with what they deemed to be a suspicious number of Facebook sites.
They weren't different Facebook accounts, they were the same name. One was in Thai.
Was that a bit of a false lead to begin with?
To begin with, it possibly was. It certainly was something that we looked at very seriously.
Another dead end was a tip-off that Bung had been taken to a brothel. Yet another false lead was this image, released because a young Boronia schoolgirl claimed a man like this offered her a lift. Yesterday she admitted to making the story up.
The anxiety was already fairly palpable in the community anyway, because parents, we don't know what's happened to her. As the weeks went by, the anxiety levels increased.
Boronia Heights College tried to ease concerns by holding an information night.
The night there's a lot of parents who are quite fearful again of a stranger in the car, wrenching their children off the street.
And are you telling parents and students that it is still safe to walk to and from school?
Yes, as long as they've just got to be mindful of their environment.
How concerned should parents be in the area?
Parents need to be concerned. They need to be vigilant. They need to talk to their children. And we advocate that when school does return, that school students, perhaps if they are walking to school, perhaps walk together.
The messages surrounding this case have been confusing. Police have now ruled out connections between an attempted abduction in Ringwood and a sexual assault in Clayton. They've also ruled out a link to the murder of schoolgirl Carmen Chan in 1991. Do you have any suspects?
We don't have suspects, and that's another difficulty of this case. Often you have to create your own work. We've done that by looking at the sex offenders register, and in particular those people that live in the eastern suburbs.
Have the homes of, for example, the sex offenders you mentioned, been searched?
Yes, they have. Unfortunately, that hasn't produced any evidence for us in this case.
Do you accept that there is a child abductor out there, possibly targeting more children?
I can't discount that fact.
Is it likely that Bung has been murdered?
Well, unfortunately, that cannot be ruled out. And indeed, We're treating this as a suspicious missing person, meaning that that's a real possibility.
And we have to be strong for her to be strong.
Yeah, have to be strong for her, have to be strong too.
Vanita and Fred Patterson are devout Buddhists. They strongly believe their daughter is alive and possibly being held against her will.
We love my girl, we love our kids, and she's pretty. I think another person, they might love same us. Yeah, that's it.
Because everyone who meets her falls in love with her and says, you know, what a nice kid. We've had people before, you know, jokingly say, oh, you know,
she's very gentle.
Just leave her here, we'll take care of her, sort of thing, you know. So we just know that we love her. She's still alive. We want her. We need a home. Family needs a home.
The Pattersons want anyone who knows anything to pick up the phone.
Please tell us about her.
And anyone with information on the case should contact Crime Stoppers on 1800 333 000.